will be from Taylor Crum, the 5'4" senior libero. And the ready whistle is given, and the first serve is up, middle of the floor, and it's going to be played by Hochhalter. And the Cardinals will have to free ball this one over right away, over to the Bearcats. And the quick set will go to Quilving, and a quick kill right there off the set from Faith Crum. Macy Quilving, 6'5" senior middle hitter there, crushes one down for the first point of the night. Serve over by Crum. Cardinals will get it up front, and that's going to be tipped over, and there's going to be a kill for Taylor Coots, and we're tied at 1-1, just underway here in the first set. So Taylor Coots will get the kill and go right to the service line, tied at 1, and Taylor's first serve will go back row, played by Peyton Halverson. Now this will be free balled over by Quilving. Cardinals will pass it to Jarrett. She'll set it here on the near side and pushed over and played by the Bearcats. They'll set this one to Quilving up front. Kill shot good for Macy Quilving. And her second, and North Star takes the lead back at 2-1. Kristen Murchie checks in and goes right to the service line here for the Bearcats. 2-1. And the serve will be returned right back over to the Bearcats and then knocked over. Nicely done there off the hand of Peyton Halverson. Cardinals returned it right back into Halverson's swinging zone, and she knocks it over for the kill, and the Bearcats lead 3-1. So Murchie, the 5'7" senior defensive specialist, will serve it up again, 3-1. And that's going to be played by Nelson, and now back to Hochhalter in the back row, and that one's going to be hit into the... I'm not sure if that was actually hit into the net or if it was knocked down by Quilving, but either way, it's a point for the Bearcats, and it's 4-1. And that went into the net off the hand of Kristen Murchie. Service there, side out will go back to the Cardinals, who trail 4-2 early in set 1. And Carmen Peterson will serve for Carrington. That'll go to the back row up front. Set will go to Quilving again, and another good kill for Quilving, and she's already up to 4 on the night, and we're just underway. Just 5 points for the Bearcats and 4 kills for Macy Quilving, and they lead 5-2. Faith Crum will serve off the net cord, returned right back over to the Bearcats. Up front off the net cord, and now this will be knocked over by North Star. But a nice hit, and the Cardinals will have to scramble and dump it over again on a free ball. Passed up front, this will go to Steph Miller. The set will go to Quilving. She tips that one over, and the Cardinals unable to play it back over, and Quilving already with 5 kills, and it's 6-2. North Star with the lead. And Crum will serve once again, floats it back row, and that one returned right back over to the Cardinals and then hit right back. And this will be tipped over again by the Cardinals. Set will be a back set here to Miller on the outside. It's blocked by the Cardinals, but out of bounds, and Steph Miller will have the kill. And North Star now leads 7-2. Faith Crum to serve once again, middle of the floor. Cardinals have struggled already here with the serve receive. It'll be knocked over by the Bearcats. They'll send it to Quilving up front, tipped over, played by Nelson, and now it'll go to Hochhalter, but she'll free ball it back over to North Star. Up front, played by Faith Crum. The set on the outside to Halverson, blocked by the Cardinals at the net, but the Cardinals scrambling, and they'll get it to Nelson. Tips it over, and nobody home. Mara Nelson will get the tip kill there, and it is now 7-3. And Abigail Jarrett will serve for Carrington. Middle of the floor, it's misplayed initially, and now tracked down and deep in the back row, dumped over by Faith Crum. Cardinals will pass it to Jarrett. Set middle of the floor for Hochhalter, and her kill shot's good off the hand of Taylor Crum, and Kari Hochhalter will have her first kill of the night. Cardinals trail 7-4. Bearcats off to a nice start, though, leading by 3 early in the first set. A high floater down the far side by Jarrett. This is Quilving at the net, and off the block, and another kill for Macy Quilving. Her 6th kill of the opening set. And the North Star lead at 4, doubling up the Cardinals at 8-4. So Quilving will go to the service line, and that'll be played right back over to the Bearcats. Crum will set it here on the outside. Miller's kill shot dug out nicely by Tater Coots. Cardinals again will free ball it back over to North Star. And now Steph Miller will set this in the outside for Halverson, and the kill shot good for Peyton Halverson. That's her 2nd kill. And it's now a 5-point advantage at 9-4. Advantage for North Star here in the opening set. Quilving serving, back row played by Carmen Peterson. Nice pass to Jarrett, who will send it to Hochhalter up front. Kill shot good for Kari Hochhalter, and she got that one by Faith Crum in the back row. For Kari, it'll be her 2nd kill. Cardinals still trail, though, by 4, 9-5 here in the opening set. Mara Nelson will serve that one over. Played by Quilvang, and now it'll go up front. Dumped over by Faith Crum. Nelson will pass it to Jarrett. The set will go to Taylor Coots, and that one hit way long, and a point will go back to the Bearcats, who now lead 10-5 here in the opening set. Checking in for North Stars, Gabby Miller, a 5'6" junior outside hitter. As Peyton Halverson will go to the service line here for the Bearcats. 10-5 advantage, shorter serve. It's played. Cardinals get it to Jarrett. Now it'll go to Nelson, who will push that one over from the back row. Up front, Steph Miller just knocks that one over, but blocked down. Nicely done there, and the kill for Taylor Coots. That'll be her second kill of the set. Cardinals trailing 10-6. And Kari Hochhalter will serve for Carrington. And it will be played by Quilvang, or no, it will not. That's going to be a service ace as the pass got up front, but nobody could get to it. Service ace for Hochhalter, and it's now 10-7. And Hochhalter will go back row. That one played by Quilvang, and now the set right up front. And it's going to be blocked out of bounds by the Cardinals, but it'll be a good kill for Gabby Miller on her first swing of the night. Cardinals blocked it, but the block went out of bounds, and North Star leads 11-7. Served by Steph Miller, played by Coots. Jarrett will set this on the outside to Gracie Page, and a kill in the back center of the floor. Well placed there from Gracie Page, her first kill of the night. And it's now 11-8. Cardinals hanging around in this opening set right now. North Star got off to a nice start, but Carrington trailing by just 3 now at 11-8. And the southpaw Gracie Page with the serve. Now Murchie with it. She'll get it over. Now pushed over by Faith Crum. Back row played by the Cardinals. Jarrett will set this to Coots on the outside. Kill shot is going to be good, except a net violation is going to be called on the Cardinals, so the point will go to the Bearcats, and it's now 12-8. So 12-8 advantage. And they're going to I guess they're going to replay at that point. So I believe it's 11. It should be 11-8 on the scoreboard. And the serve will be up and over, and there's a service ace for Larissa Larson. And it's now 11-9. And Larson will serve once again. That'll float to the back row, played by Miller. And now Murchie will go cross court, played by Mara Nelson. Cardinals will get it to Taylor Coots, and her hit's long again, and it's now 12. Well, they've got 10 on the board for the Cardinals, but I'm not sure. Our up official said to replay the point, but they gave it to the Cardinals, so it should be 12-10. And now serving is Taylor Crum. Cardinals will get to it on the outside. Taylor Coots off the block from Quilvang, played by the Bearcats. They'll set it for Quilvang up front. Kill shot good for Macy Quilvang. And she just rotated back into the front row, and they get it to her right away, and it's now, well, they've only got 12-10 on the board. So I guess I'll just follow that. Serve over by Taylor Crum. Cardinals will get to it. Here's Hochhalter from the back row, and she'll float it deep to the back row. Played by Taylor Crum. Now the center of the outside for Murchie. Kill shot off the block, and a good kill off the hand of Kristen Murchie. 13-9. Now the advantage for North Star. And for Kristen Murchie, that'll be her first kill of the night. Serving is Taylor Crum. Shorter serve played by the Cardinals, and now it'll be knocked over by Larissa Larson, and nobody home in the middle of the floor. Larson will get the kill, and Carrington now trails. Now they've got the score right. It is 14-10. That's what it should have been, and now it is there. Taylor Coots serving. Back row played by Miller. Up front, this set from Crum will go to Quilvang. It's blocked by the Cardinals, and then Quilvang will play it back. And now Quilvang and the runner, nice dump over there by Jarrett, but right back to the Bearcats. They set it again for Quilvang off the block, and nobody there for the Cardinals, and a point will go to the Bearcats, who lead 15-10. And serving will be Kristen Murchie. Serve over covered by the Cardinals, and now it'll be pushed over and played by. And now here's a set and a quick hit and another kill for Macy Quilvang. That's her 9th kill of the set, and it's 16-10. I'll apologize to Gabby Miller. I was calling her Kristen Murchie earlier, and now I've got them straightened out. This is Kristen Murchie serving. Gabby Miller is on the bench right now for North Star, and that one's into the net off the hand of Kristen Murchie. Service there, and it's 16-11. And the Cardinals will have Carmen Peterson go to the service line. And the serve will go to the back row. Misplay, and that's going to be a service ace for Carmen Peterson, and it's now 16-12. Cardinals picked up their third ace of this opening set. Bearcats with no aces so far. And the serve, nice serve again that time, but played. And here's Quilvang at the net. Kill shot is going to be blocked, but it goes down out of bounds. So Quilvang will get another kill. That's her 10th one of the set, and it's 17-12 Bearcats. And Faith Crum will serve back row. Misplayed and a service ace for the Bearcats. 18-12 now, the advantage at 6. And Del Peasley, Cooperstown and Sutton. Serving out of the timeout for the Bearcats is Faith Crum. Cardinals will get to it, and now it'll be knocked over by Kari Hochhalter from the 10-foot line. Faith Crum will send it to Quilvang again, and another kill for Macy Quilvang, her 11th kill of this opening set, and the Bearcats now lead it 19-12 in the first set. And Faith Crum to serve again, a floater middle of the floor. That's going to be a lift called and a service ace for Faith Crum. And it's now 20-12 Bearcats here in the opening set. Crum, a 5'4" senior setter. That one's going to be played. Now Jarrett will push it over. Up front, Faith Crum will set this on the outside to Steph Miller. It's blocked down by the Cardinals, and a good stop block there for Kari Hochhalter, and the Cardinals are back on the board. Third kill for Hochhalter, but the Cardinals in a hole, trailing 20-13 here in the opening set. Abigail Jarrett to the service line. Floats that one to the back row. It's played by Taylor Crum. Down on the outside, Peyton Alverson kind of taps that one to the back row. Cardinals, Jarrett will get it to Hochhalter, middle of the floor. Goes back row, and that one misplayed momentarily, and the Bearcats unable to play it back. And Hochhalter will pick up her fourth kill of the opening set, 20-14. Cardinals hanging around. Big thank you going out to Central Agency of Carrington. You can see them for all your real estate and insurance needs. Jarrett with a good serve. But here's Quilvang, and she just knocks that one down, and an easy directional kill there for Macy Quilvang. Her 12th kill of the opening set, and it's 21-14. North Star with the advantage, and that one into the net off the hand of Quilvang, service air. And it's now 21-15. Serve over by Nelson, and now it'll be pushed over. Kept alive, and Jarrett will set this here on the near side to Coots, and off the block, Taylor Coots will get the kill, her third of the opening set. 21-16. And it is now 22-16 after the service error. And a nice serve over by Halverson. Cardinals will get it to Taylor Coots. Back row, pass back up front to Faith Crum. She'll send it on the outside for Gabby Miller. Blocked by Kari Hochhalter. Right back to the Bearcats on the outside. Steph Miller, kill shot blocked. Nice save there by Mara Nelson. And now hit into the net off the hand of Taylor Coots. And it'll be a point for North Star, who now leads it 23-16. And serving is Peyton Halverson. That one will be passed up front to Jarrett. Sent on the outside for Hochhalter. Cross court kill shot. Good for Kari Hochhalter. That's her fifth of the set. Cardinals hanging around, but they got a lot of work to do if they want to get back into this one. They trail 23-17. And Hochhalter to serve. That'll go deep to the back row. Played by Halverson. And now on the outside, Gabby Miller misfires that one way long, and the Cardinals will get the point, but still trail by 5 at 23-18 late in the opening set. Cardinals trying to fight back here as Kari Hochhalter will serve. Middle of the floor, and a service ace for Kari. And the Cardinals now trail 23-19. North Star left the middle part of that floor wide open, and Hochhalter drilled that one right to the center of the floor for the ace. And Kari fires it up again. This will be played by Miller up front. Faith Crum will send it back to Miller on the outside block. Kept alive and played back over her, but it's way wide. And now it is set point for the Bearcats at 24-19. Steph Miller will serve for set one for the Bearcats. She'll float it back row. Coots will pass it to Jarrett. The set will go back to Coots in the middle of the floor, and off the block, and a good kill for Taylor Coots. Set point number one avoided by the Cardinals. Still set point for North Star, but Carrington trails 24-20. Gracie Page to serve, middle of the floor, played by Miller. And no, it's not played back up front, and a service ace for Gracie Page, and it's 24-21. North Star has been in control for the most part of this opening set, but the Cardinals hanging around. Still set point at 24-21. Gracie will go middle of the floor. Faith Crum will get it back on the outside to Gabby Miller, and she hit it into the net, and it's now 24-22. Trying to look down to see if the Bearcats are going to look for a timeout. No call, and Gracie Page will serve again. Set point still for North Star. That'll float to the back row, played by Halverson. And now the set will go to Gabby Miller on the outside, off the block, and a good kill there for Gabby Miller, and that's going to do it as North Star will take the opening set. And the first serve up and over, played by Halverson. Faith Crum will get it on the outside to Gabby Miller. Kill shot dug out nicely by Hochhalter, now dumped over by Jarrett, and now tipped over up front by the Bearcats. Cardinals will get it on the outside to Mara Nelson. Kill shot hit long, and it's 1-0 Bearcats. And if you're the Cardinals right now, that's what you want to see from their hitters. You got to get up and swing hard, and Nelson just hit it a little bit long. But you want to see the big swings. Taylor Crum to serve off the net cord, played by Larson. Now Jarrett will set this on the outside for Nelson. Tips that one over, played by Steph Miller. And now the set will go to Quilvang up front, and it's stumped, blocked down by Carmen Peterson. Nicely done at the net there, and that's the first time they've gotten an effective block on Macy Quilvang here tonight. And Carmen Peterson comes down with the big stuff block. And we're tied at 1-1, and Peterson will go to the service line, played by Taylor Crum. Now at the net, Cardinals are going to get the point at the net, and that'll be a good kill for Mara Nelson. And Carrington leads 2-1. And it'll go back to Carmen Peterson at the service line. And that one long and a service error, just the second one of the night for the Cardinals, and we're tied at 2-2. And checking in and going to the service line is Mallory Reeder, a 5'7" senior for the Bearcats. And her serve, that one misfired into the net, and a point will go back to the Cardinals on the side out. 3-2, Cardinals lead in set two. Larissa Larson checking out for the Cardinals as Gracie Page checks into the front row. Abigail Jarrett serve up and over. Here's Faith Crum setting on the outside, and the block by the Cardinals, but way wide here on the near side, out of bounds off the block, and a good kill for Peyton Alverson. Peyton's first kill and North Star's first kill of set number 2, and we're tied at 3-3. Faith Crum to serve. Cardinals will cover it. Now Jarrett will pass this one, or set it back to the middle. Hochhalter with a nice hit, but a nice dig in the back row there by Taylor Crum. Back up front, it'll be pushed over by Macy Quilvang. Jarrett again with it, setting on the outside for Nelson. Off the block, and a good kill for Mara Nelson. And that's exactly what the Cardinals want. Big swing, and Mara with a kill off the block. And for Mara, her second kill of the set. Carrington leads 4-3 early in set 2. Big thank you going out to Sanford Jamestown Family Medical Clinics. Dr. Collins and Dr. Wilson provide outreach mental health services in Carrington, Cooperstown, and Valley City. Ball played back over to the Cardinals after the Nelson serve. On the outside, Taylor Coots with a nice swing block, kept alive and played right back to the Cardinals. Jarrett will get this on the outside, and the kill shot by Page is blocked down nicely there by Quilvang. So Macy Quilvang with a nice stuff block, and it's tied at 4-4. And Quilvang to the service line. It's going to be covered by Nelson. Sent on the outside for Taylor Coots. She'll go down the line, played by Quilvang. Here's Faith Crum setting on the outside for Halverson. Kill shot dug out nicely by Nelson. Set back on the outside for Coots. Kept alive by the Bearcats. Up front it'll go. Now knocked over. And the Cardinals right back with it. Jarrett will set this to Hochhalter, middle of the floor. Cross-court hit played by Faith Crum. Back up front, it'll go to Kelly Hushley. Cardinals will play that. Set again will go to Coots on the outside, played by Quilvang. Pass to Crum, and she'll set it middle of the floor to Hushley off the block. Cardinals keep it alive again. Jarrett will go back to Page, and she'll push that one to the back row. Quilvang up front. Faith Crum will send this one to Halverson, and that one was hit into the net. Point will go to the Cardinals. 5-4, long rally point there, goes Carrington's way. It's 5-4 Cardinals here in set number 2. And Kari Hochhalter serving, and that one served into the net. Service error for the Cardinals, and we're tied at 5-5. And serving is Peyton Halverson, middle of the floor, played by Nelson. And now the set will go to Coots. She just tips that one over, played by Halverson. And Hushley played that one right back to the Cardinals. Now Carmen Peterson will tip it over. Bearcats with it up front. This is Gabby Miller, blocked by the Cardinals, right back up front. That one will be tipped over by Hushley. Back to the Cardinals. Page will get it to Carmen Peterson off the block, and that's going to be a lift called, and Carmen Peterson will get the kill. Lift was called, I believe, on Steph Miller, I believe, or it could have been Kelly Hushley, but either way, the Cardinals will get the point. It's 6-5. Serving for the Cardinals is Gracie Page, played by Quilvang, and no one got to the second hit. That's going to go down as an ace for Gracie Page. 7-5, advantage Cardinals here in set 2. And the serve, and that one's into the net, and the Cardinals now have misfired 3 times in this set from the service line. And the lead at 1 at 7-6 for the Cardinals. Steph Miller will serve for the Bearcats. Floats that one to the back row. Cardinals will get it to Jared. Now it'll go back to Mara Nelson. Pushes it over from the back row. Halverson will pass this to Faith Crum. Set here on the outside to Gabby Miller. That one's hit long, and the Cardinals back to a 2-point advantage here in the second set at 8-6. Big thank yous again going out to Central City Grain and Central City Marketing and Processing of Carrington. Tater Coots with the serve. It's covered. And now it'll go back to Quilvang in the back row. That one's hit long, and it's now 9-6. Cardinals lead by 3 here in set 2. This is a huge set for Carrington confidence-wise, and we got to take out of Carrington. Cardinals trailing North Star 1-0, but the Cardinals lead here in set 2, 9-6 out of the timeout. Tater Coots will serve. Played by Quilvang. Here's Faith Crum. She'll back set this on the outside. Kill shot. That one good for Kelly Hushley. For Hushley, that'll be her first kill of the night. Checking in and going right to the service line will be the libero, Taylor Crum. Serve will go back row. Nelson will pass it to Jarrett. Now the back set here on the near side. Cross court hit by Peterson. Kept alive by the Bearcats. They'll set it for Quilvang. Kill shot is going to be good on the far side, right on the line. And Quilvang with her first kill of this set. 13 on the night, and it's 9-8. Cardinals lead by 1. Shorter serve and nobody home. Service ace for Taylor Crum. And it's now 9-9 here in set number 2. And the serve over once again by Crum. Cardinals will get to this one, and now it'll be pushed over by Mara Nelson deep in the back row. Halverson will pass it to Faith Crum. Set will go up front. Cardinals will block it down, and it's going to be misplayed, and that'll be a good kill up front for the Cardinals, and Abigail Jarrett will get that point. Lead stays on the Cardinals side at 10-9 here in the second set. Carmen Peterson will serve, and that's a service ace for Carmen Peterson, and it's now 11-9. And this will be one of the things that the Cardinals can hopefully find a way to be successful in, and that serve's going to go in the corner. A service ace to the far side for Carmen Peterson, now 12-9. The Bearcats took an early timeout. And let's see if the Cardinals can get on a roll now, leading by 3, middle of the second set, and Peterson off the net cord, and that'll be a service ace. And it's now 13-9. Cardinals with 4 aces. That's offset their 3 service errors here in this second set. Peterson, that time into the net, service error. But the Cardinals lead 13-10, halfway home in the second set. And checking in is Mallory Reeder to serve for the Bearcats here in set 2. And the serve will go to the back row, played by Coots. Cardinals will get it to Mara Nelson, who will push that one to the middle of the floor. Halverson will send it or get it to Crum, and that one blocked down. And the Cardinals, nice block there, and the point for Mara Nelson. And Mara Nelson with her 3rd kill, and it's now 14-10. Cardinals lead by 4. Gracie Page checks in, Larissa Larson checks out, and Abigail Jarrett will serve for the Cardinals. This will float to the back row, and it'll be passed up front. Halverson will push that one over middle of the floor, played by Nelson. Jarrett now back to Nelson on the outside, and she misfired on that one, and it's 14-11. Mara trying to adjust her swing in midair, but just unable to play it back over. 14-11. Serving now, Faith Crum. Cardinals will get to it. Jarrett will set this middle of the floor for Holkalter. Kill shot good for Kari Holkalter. That's her first of the second set, and her 6th on the night. And the lead back to 4 at 15-11. Mara Nelson serving middle of the floor. And now the set will go to Quilvang on the outside. Cardinals block it, but it's going to go out of bounds, and another kill for Quilvang. Just her 2nd of this set, though, and it's 15-12. Serving will be Macy Quilvang for the Bearcats. 6'5" junior middle hitter. That'll be covered by Mara Nelson. Now the set will go to Coots, played by Quilvang in the back row. Now up front it'll go to Steph Miller, and that one's going to be hit into the net, actually behind the antenna, and a point for the Cardinals, who now lead at 16-12 here in the second set. And Kari Hochhalter will serve. And that'll be down for a service ace, and it's 17-12 Cardinals here in the second set. So Kari with her first ace of this set, and the Cardinals with 5 as a team. Hochhalter serving, and it'll be played up front, and Bearcats just barely able to get it back over. Up front, Jarrett will set this on the outside for Coots. Kill shot good for Taylor Coots. Cardinals lead 18-12 here in the second set. Well, the Bearcats got off to a nice start in the first set and went on to win, and the Bearcats.
You're listening to Cardinal Volleyball right here on AM 1500 KUHA.
And out of the timeout, serve over by Kari Hochhalter, and that's going to be a double hit called against North Star on the pass up to the center. Cardinals will get another point, now lead at 19-12. And Kari Hochhalter to serve once again. Played by Quilvang. Faith Crumble sent this here on the near side. Tipped over, nobody home for the Cardinals. Well-placed tip there by Kelly Hushley. Bearcats, though, trail 19-13 in the second. Gabby Miller checks in for North Star. At the service line is Peyton Halverson. Halverson, a 5'6" junior outside hitter. Floater, middle of the floor, played by Nelson. Jarrett will send it to Taylor Coots. Kill shot hammered down by Taylor Coots to the back center. And the Cardinals now lead 20-13 here in the second set. And Gracie Page will serve, the Southpaw junior. And the serve will go middle of the floor, and it's going to be kept alive. Nicely done there by Faith Crum, but then knocked to the back row, but it's misplayed. That's set up by a nice serve from Gracie Page, and it's now 21-13 Cardinals here in the second set. And Gracie Page will serve it up again. It'll go middle of the floor, played there. No, misplayed in the service ace by Gracie Page. It's now 22-13. 6 aces in the set for the Cardinals. And Gracie Page will serve it up again. This one will go to Steph Miller, and now it'll be tipped over by Faith Crum. Cardinals will set it for Carmen Peterson. Kill shot just swatted down by Peterson, and it is now 23-13 in the second set. And Gracie Page will serve it again. 10-point Cardinal lead. This will go back row, played by Miller. Faith Crum will set this here on the outside to Gabby Miller with a nice swing and a good kill there for Gabby Miller. Her first of the set. Carrington, though, still leading big, 23-14. Steph Miller will serve for the Bearcats. Cardinals looking to wrap this one up here shortly, just 2 points away. Cardinals are going to return that serve right back over to the Bearcats. Pushed over, played by Hochhalter. Here's Jarrett setting it to the middle of the floor to Peterson. Cross-court hit, good for Carmen Peterson. And the Cardinals have set point at 24-14 here in the second. Serving for set 2 is Taylor Coots for the Cardinals. Middle of the floor, played by Miller. Now it's Gabby Miller pushing it over to Taylor Coots. Jarrett will set this on the outside for Mara Nelson. Tipped it over, and now Faith Crumble sent this to Gabby Miller. Kill shot long, and the Cardinals roll in the second set. 25. We go to the third set. Carrington and North Star tied at 1-1. And serving to start set 3 will be the Bearcats of North Star. So Taylor Crum will start the serve in set number 2. Middle of the floor, played by Nelson. Now Taylor Coots on the outside, goes back center on the line, and another good kill for Taylor Coots, and the Cardinals get the opening point here in set 3 and lead it 1-0. And the serve, and that's going to be a lift called on the receive, and that'll be a service ace for Taylor Coots. Cardinals lead 2-0. Cardinals have 11 aces in the first 2 sets, and now that one makes it 12 in the night. Coots to serve. It'll go back row, played by Miller. And now Gabby Miller, and it'll be pushed over by Faith Crum. Cardinals will get it up to Jarrett. Quick set, and it's blocked down up front by the Bearcats, so that's Macy Quilvang with the stuff block. Nice swing, though, from Carmen Peterson, but Quilvang The 6'5" junior knocked it back in the soft block, and it's 2-1. Serving will be Kristen Murchie. It'll be played by the Cardinals, now dumped over by Abigail Jarrett. Back to the Bearcats, and that'll be tipped over by Quilvang for the tip kill, and that'll be her first kill of the set. 15 on the night now for Macy Quilvang, and it's 2-2. Kristen Murchie serving. Back row played by Hochhalter, and now Jarrett will set this on the outside to Mara Nelson. Nice dig there by the libero in the back row, and then that one pushed over by Quilvang for the kill. Macy Quilvang with her second kill of the set. Quilvang had 12 in the opening set, 2 in the second for 14, now 16 on the night. And the Bearcats lead 3-2. Nice serve by Murchie, and the Cardinals are going to have to dump it over, and they do so on a hit from Hochhalter. Back to Faith Crum, they'll backs at it, and the Cardinals can't keep it alive. Quilvang with another kill, and that'll be her third of the set. Cardinals jumped out 2-0. North Star answers with a quick 4-0 run and lead it 4-2. Kristen Murchie serving. And off the neck board, Cardinals keep it alive. Nicely done now, pushed over by Mara Nelson. And now the set on the outside for Halverson. The Cardinals will block it, and tracking it down are the Bearcats. Can they play it over? Yes, they do. Nice defensive play there. Back to the Cardinals. Larson will set it for Peterson. That one played by Faith Crum. Now Quilvang turned into the center, played over by Halverson. Here's Jarrett setting on the outside, and that one tipped over. Nicely done by Mara Nelson for the tip kill, and the Cardinals trail 4-3. Big thank you going out to Central City Grain and Central City Marketing and Processing of Carrington as Carmen Peterson serves. And that's going to be a service ace for Carmen Peterson. We're tied at 4. 13 aces now tonight for Carrington. And Peterson will serve again, and that'll go to the back row. And that one's going to be misplayed momentarily. No, it's not. It's a service ace. Bearcats having trouble with the Cardinals serving right now, and the 14th ace of the night. And Carrington back on top 5-4. This one will be fired over, played by Taylor Crum at the net. Quilvang will take a stand of that one, and Quilvang hammers down another kill. 18 for the 6'5" junior. And we're tied at 5 in set 3. Faith Crum with the serve. Cardinals will cover it, and now it'll be pushed over by Larissa Larson. Misplayed by the Bearcats momentarily. Now knocked to the back row, and Macy Quilvang with a well-placed hit, and the Cardinals don't react to it quickly enough in the back row. Quilvang will get another kill. 19 now on the night. Shorter serve that time by Faith Crum. Cardinals will send it here on the near side to Kari Hochhalter off the block. And a good kill for Kari Hochhalter. 6-6, set number 3, and again, this is a crucial set for both sides. Carrington winning the second set, just the 5th set that North Star has lost this year. And Abigail Jarrett, back row, played by Steph Miller. Now on the outside for Halverson. She tried to push it over, and stump blocked down by Kari Hochhalter. And the Cardinals back on top, 7-6 here in set number 3. Big thank you going out to Central Agency of Carrington. You can see them for all your real estate and insurance needs. Jarrett serving. Now the set on the outside for Quilvang. Blocked by the Cardinals and then played over. They're going to call it. Stump block for Mara Nelson, and the Cardinals lead 8-6. And that was off the hit from Quilvang. Jarrett will float that to the back row, played by Steph Miller. Now up front, Halverson is going to be a good kill for Peyton Halverson. The Cardinals had the block, but were unable to play it back. So Peyton Halverson will pick up her first kill of the third set, and it's 8-7. Carrington leads by 1. Quilvang serving, covered by Coots, and now the Cardinals scramble and play it back over. Bearcats with it. They'll set it up front for Hushley. Kill shot blocked by the Cardinals. Hochhalter right back to the Cardinals. Jarrett with it. Setting to Nelson here on the outside. Kill shot's going to go long. Point will go to the Bearcats, and we're tied at 8-8. More thank yous tonight to Arrowwood Prairie Co-op of Carrington, Wimbledon, Cooperstown, and Sutton. Quilvang to serve. And that's going to be a service ace as the Cardinals return it wide. And Quilvang with the ace, and the Bearcats back on top in the third set, 9-8. Quilvang will serve it back over, covered by Coots, and now it'll be played over on a free ball by Gracie Page. Faith Crum will set this here on the near side. Cross-court hit, nice dig there by Page. Jarrett will get it to Coots from the outside. Played back over to the Bearcats. Steph Miller will set this on the outside to Halverson. She pushed it middle of the floor, and that's going to be a good kill for Peyton Halverson. And the Bearcats now lead 10-8 in the second set, or excuse me, in the third. And again, Quilvang to serve. Back roll, and the Cardinals misplay that in the service ace, and it's now 11-8. So a 3-point advantage for the Bearcats at 11-8, and Macy Quilvang will serve again. Played by Mara Nelson. Jarrett will get to this one, and now Taylor Coots from the back row. Played in the back row by Murchie. Now it'll go over to Halverson. She pushes that middle of the floor, played by Jarrett. Gracie Page will set this on the outside to Mara Nelson. Kill shot, nice dig there by Murchie. Right back to the Bearcats up front, and the Cardinals unable to play it back. That'll be a kill for Kelly Hushley. 12-8, Bearcats lead by 4. Dale Pete. As the North Star Bearcats of the Carrington Cardinals putting on a good show in Class B girls volleyball here tonight. Out of the timeout, Macy Quilvang to serve, and it's covered by Tater Coots. Jarrett will track it down, and now Mara Nelson will push it over from the back row. Played by the Bearcats. Steph Miller will send it up front for Hushley. Kill shot tip kept alive by the Cardinals. Tracking it down. No, both Nelson and Peterson went for it. Neither one of them could do anything with it. And Hushley will be awarded another kill, and it's now 13-8. Bearcats lead by 5. And Quilvang serving again. This will be covered by Coots. And Kari Hochhalter will get it to Gracie Page, who pushes it to the back row. Murchie will get it to Faith Crum on the outside. Steph Miller, and that one blocked down. And the Cardinals right back to the Bearcats, pushed over by Hushley. Page will set it now to Hochhalter, middle of the floor. Kill shot good for Kari Hochhalter, her third of the set. And a much-needed point there for the Cardinals as they still trail by 4, though. 13-9. Bearcats halfway home in the third. Mara Nelson will float that one to the back row, played by Murchie. Halverson will get it, and now dumped over by Steph Miller. Played by the Cardinals. The set will go to Hochhalter in the middle of the floor. It's blocked, and nobody there after the block. Stuff block down there by Kelly Hushley, and the Bearcats lead 14-9. Peyton Halverson to serve for the Bearcats, leading by 5 here in the third set. That'll be covered by Coots. Jarrett will get it back to Coots on the outside. Kill shot is going to be just a bit long, and it's 15-9. 15-9 advantage for North Star here in set 3. Peyton Halverson to serve, middle of the floor. Coots will pass it to Jarrett. Jarrett setting on the back set, goes to Hochhalter off the block, and that'll be kept alive, but now it's going to go wide in the third hit, and that'll be a kill for Kari Hochhalter. Her fourth of the night. It's 15-10. And this is where the Cardinals are going to have to make some noise right now. They trail by 5, and they're going to have someone get hot from the service line. Hochhalter serving, covered by Halverson. Now the set, and that's going to be, that should have been wide. And that, yeah, the Cardinals are going to get the point right there. That ball was hit wide. And it should be the Cardinal point. Well, I thought it was Steph Miller serving, and that'll be covered by the Cardinals. And now here in the middle of the floor, and off the block, and a good kill for Tater Coots, and it's 16-11. 5-point North Star lead, set 3. Winner of this set will take a 2-1 lead. As Gracie Page will serve. That'll be covered by Halverson up to Faith Crum, and she'll set this to Gabby Miller. And the Cardinals will block that one down for the point. 16-12. It's a 4-point North Star lead. Carmen Peterson with the block up front for the point. It's 16-12. And here's Gracie Page to serve once again. Comes here to the near side, played by Miller. Faith Crum will set it on the outside for Miller, and the Cardinals will dig that one out. Right back to Miller. Tried to dump it over, played by Nelson. Now the set will go to Carmen Peterson. She knocked that one over to Steph Miller. Faith Crum setting, middle of the floor, Hushley. Kill shot, and that's going to be a lift called. No, a net violation before that. And it's now 17-12. And serving is Taylor Crum, played by Taylor Coots. Set will go middle of the floor, and that'll be knocked to the back corner, but too far by Carmen Peterson. Now 18-12. Advantage North Star here in set number 3. And Taylor Crum to serve. It'll go back row. Cardinals misplay it, but nice play by Nelson to keep it alive. Pushed over by Peterson. Here's Faith Crum setting it for Quilving up front. Cross court and the kill shot good for Macy Quilving. That's her 6th kill of the set. And for Quilving, her...
You're listening to Cardinals Volleyball right here on the Sports Leader, KDAK and NewsDakota.com.
And once again, welcome back here to Candu High School. Out of the timeout, serve over by Taylor Crum. Cardinals will send it to Taylor Coots on the outside. Off the tip, kept alive. That's going to be a lift. That'll be a kill for Taylor Coots. Taylor has her 3rd kill of the set. And on the night for Taylor, she's at 9 kills. But North Star still in command right now, leading 19-13 in the 3rd set. Coots will serve, and it's going to be played right back into the net. And now Quilving with a nice hit, but it's played right back over to the Bearcats. They'll set this one to Quilving, middle of the floor. Kill shot good for Quilving. That is her 7th kill of the set. And North Star leads by 7 at 20-13. 21 kills for Macy Quilving. Kristen Murchie serving, played and covered by Coots, and now it'll go back to Hochhalter in the back row, and that one hit into the net, and it's 21-13. First set was fairly close. North Star kind of was in control. Carrington dominated the 2nd set. That one into the net. Service there for Murchie, and it's 21-14. And North Star been in control here in set 3. Carmen Peterson to serve. Over, and now here's Quilving, and the Cardinals keep it alive, and they'll dump it over in the 3rd hit, right back over to the Bearcats. Here's Faith Crum. She'll set on the outside for Halverson off the block. Cardinals keep it alive. Hochhalter will send it back to Nelson, who pushes it over. Faith Crum will set this one to Quilving, middle of the floor. Nice dig there. A net violation called on the Cardinals. Quilving had the hit. Larson had the dig out, but the Cardinals were called into the net prior to that. 22-14, advantage for North Star. Serve over by Faith Crum. Cardinals scramble, and now it'll be pushed over by Larissa Larson. Back to the Bearcats. They'll quick set this one to Quilving off the block, and a good kill for Quilving. 9th of the set. 23 in the night for Quilving. And serving is Faith Crum, and the Cardinals will get it on the middle of the floor. Nice hit there from Nelson. Now Quilving, and she's blocked down. Nicely done there by Kari Hochhalter with the block of the net. And it's 23-15. Larson checks out. Gracie Page back in for the Cardinals. But again, North Star leads by 8 at 23-15 here in the 3rd set. Serving is Abigail Jarrett for the Cardinals. Back row will be played by Miller. Up front, Faith Crum. They'll send it to Halverson on the outside. It's blocked, kept alive by Hochhalter. Jarrett gets to it, and this will go to Nelson. She'll go back row, played by Murchie, kept alive by Taylor Crum, and now free-balled over by Murchie. Back to the Cardinals. Here's Jarrett. She'll go back row to Taylor Coots, and it'll be played by Faith Crum. Miller will set it up front right to the Cardinals, but then blocked by Quilving. Cardinals will get it back and play it back over. Played by Faith Crum again. Here's Miller. She'll bump set it on the outside for Halverson, middle of the floor, and Cardinals unable to play it. Halverson with the kill. That'll be her 3rd of the set. And the Bearcats have set point at 24-15 here in the 3rd set. Macy Quilving will serve for set 3 for the Bearcats, up by 9. Serve covered by Nelson. Cardinals will get it middle of the floor. It'll be dumped over by Hochhalter. Faith Crum will pass it to Steph Miller. Set will go on the outside for Halverson. Middle of the floor, nobody home, and that's going to do it for set 3. Peyton Halverson's 4th kill. Total, well, we'll get to the assist here in a moment, as Taylor Coots will serve to start set 4, and she served it into the net. Service error to start set 4. So an error on the serve, and North Star leads 1-0. Abigail Jarrett with 21 assists, 26 for Faith Crum. That serve over by Taylor Crum. Here's Mara Nelson at the net, and off the block, and a good kill from Mara Nelson. Tied at 1-1 in set number 4. Cardinals looking to force a 5th and final set here today. Trailing 2-1, and Carmen Peterson misfires that, and the Cardinals 0 for 2 serving to start set 4. That'll bring Kristen Murchie off the bench right to the service line. Middle of the floor, played by Coots, and nobody goes to it. And that'll be a service ace for Kristen Murchie. And it's 3-1. And Murchie will serve once again. Back row played by Peterson. Mara Nelson will go to the outside to Hochhalter. Down the line, nice hit for Kari Hochhalter, and she'll get the kill on the far side going down the line. And Kari's first kill of the set. Bearcats lead 3-2, early set number 3. And Abigail Jarrett will serve for the Cardinals. And that serve will float to the back row. Pass up front. Faith Crum will set it for Quilvang. Kill shot. Nice dig by Carmen Peterson. Jarrett will get it to Taylor Coots, and on the back row hit, kept alive off the block from Quilvang. Now the set back to Quilvang. Kill shot. That was... Yeah, and I thought that Coach Del Peasley said the same thing, and I thought that was out, but they called it in. It'll be a kill for Quilvang, and the serve over by Faith Crum. Now it'll be knocked over by Hochhalter. 4-2 lead for the Bearcats. Now Quilvang up front. Kill shot good. And now the Bearcats lead 5-2. And serving is Faith Crum. Pass will go to Jarrett, and this will be dumped over by Gracie Page. Pass will go up front. Faith Crum will set it here on the near side to Halverson, and she'll go long in the back row, and it's 5-3. Carrington trailing by 2 in the fourth set. North Star up 2-1. Mara Nelson will serve. Back row played by Taylor Crum. Now it'll go to Quilvang. She'll push it back row, played by Nelson. Tracked down by Jarrett. Now it'll be pushed over by Taylor Coots in the back row. Taylor Crum will pass it back up front. Set will go to Quilvang. Kill shot good for Quilvang. 3 in the set now for Quilvang. 26 kills from Macy Quilvang here tonight. And North Star leads 6-3 in the fourth set. And Quilvang goes to the service line. And that one misfired. Service error by Macy. It's 6-4. Carrington trailing by 2. Big thank yous going out to the professional eye care centers of Carrington, Valley City, and Jamestown. As Kari Hochhalter will serve, and that'll be covered by Murchie. Now set it outside for Hushley, and she'll get it off the net cord, and a good kill for Kelly Hushley. Her first of the set. Bearcats on the board again, lead 7-4. Big thank you to Napa Auto Parts of Carrington, Harvey, and Mayville, Portland. Halverson serving. It'll be covered by the Cardinals. Jarrett will set it middle of the floor for Coots. Blocked to the net, kept alive by the Bearcats. Now on the outside, played by Steph Miller. Back to Jarrett. She'll set it in the back row to Hochhalter. In the back row hit will go back row to Quilvang. She'll pass it to Faith Crum. Set from Crum up front to Hushley. Kill shot played by Mara Nelson. Now Jarrett will get it to Peterson. Tips that one over to the middle of the floor. Quilvang back to Faith Crum. Set on the outside, and that one backs it into the referee stand, and the Cardinals will get the point at 7-5. Faith Crum's done a nice job tonight. That one just got away from her a little bit. She had 26 assists going into this fourth set. And that'll put Gracie Page at the service line. Off the net cord, and down it goes for a service ace, and it's now 7-6. And that's right there what the Cardinals are going to need to do to stay up with this North Star team. They're going to have to get hot serving. That was a nice serve. Covered and now on the outside, and that's going to be played back over by Gabby Miller after the defensive play by the Cardinals. Here's Taylor Coots on the outside, and that's going to be a kill for Taylor Coots, her first of the set. We're tied at 7-7 here in set number 4. Big thank you to Carrington Dental Care, along with Erickson Implement of Carrington. And a big thank you to Nodak Mutual Insurance of Carrington and Rockford. Chris Beekler, your agent. Gracie Page will go back row. Played by the Bearcats, tracking it down, and now they'll have to free ball it over on a hit from Hushley. Page will pass it to Jarrett. Set will go on the up front, and then misfired by Carmen Peterson, and a point will go back to the Bearcats, and it's 8-7. Steph Miller to serve for the Bearcats, leading 8-7 in the fourth set. They'll go back row. Nelson will pass it to Jarrett. Now the set here in the near side to Coots, and that's hit long. And it'll be another point for North Star, who leads at 9-7. Big thank you to Central Pharmacy of Carrington and New Rockford, along with Bremer Bank of Carrington. Miller serving, shorter serve, middle of the floor, covered by the Cardinals, and now pushed over by Nelson. Quilvang will pass this to Faith Crum, set here on the outside to Gabby Miller. Cardinals keep it alive, and now it'll be knocked over by Taylor Coots, kept alive by the Bearcats. They'll set to Gabby Miller on the outside, off the block, and a good kill for Gabby Miller. Her first of the set. North Star leads 10-7. Big thank you again to Carrington Drug, along with DJ's Home Center of Carrington and Farmers Union Insurance of Carrington. Randy Huey, your agent. Cardinals will get up middle of the floor, and that'll be tipped to the back row and on the line, and Carmen Peterson will get the kill. Just bumped that one over with her fist, and it caught the end line, and the Cardinals trail 10-8. And Tater Coots back to the top of the service rotation for the Cardinals, trailing 10-8. Played by Quilvang, right back to the Cardinals. And then that's misplayed by Carmen Peterson, and the Cardinals will give it back, right back on the side out. It's 11-8. The advantage for North Star at 3. Serving is Taylor Crum, back row played by Hochhalter. Set will go to Mara Nelson, and she hit it into the net, and it'll be a point for the Bearcats. It's now 12-8. Bearcats halfway home, leading by 4 in the fourth set. Big thank you to Guard Dental Care of Carrington, along with Central City Lumber of Carrington. Taylor Crum with a good serve. Cardinals will get it off the kill, or off the block. Mara Nelson with a big hit, and Mara will get her second kill of the set. 12-9 advantage for North Star, though, in the the fourth set. Serve over by Carmen Peterson. Bearcats will bank set on the outside for Gabby Miller. Cross-court hit is good for Gabby Miller. That's her second kill of the set. Bearcats now lead by 4 again at 13-9. Big thank you again to State Farm Insurance of Carrington and Harvey, Bob Flock, your agent. Also a big thank you to the Family Vision Center of Carrington and Cooperstown. Shorter serve that time, and the Cardinals unable to play it. That'll be a service ace by Kristen Murchie, and it's now 14-9. And Murchie will serve once again. Back row, it's played by Carmen Peterson. Jarrett will get to it. And Tater Coots from behind the 10-foot line, and cross-court hit right on the line. Here on the near side, Tater Coots with a kill, and it's 14-10. Gracie Page back on the floor. Larissa Larson checks out, and Abigail Jarrett will serve. And again, the Cardinals in her spot where they need to get someone hot at that service line. That'll float back row, played by Miller. Up front, Faith Crum. The set will go to Quilvang. Kill shot off the block, and a good kill for Macy Quilvang. And it's now 15-10. 27 kills for Macy Quilvang, and Faith Crum serves that one into the net. Service there, side out, back to the Cardinals, 15-11. Mara Nelson will serve for the Cardinals, trailing 15-11. And that one is going to be misplayed, and that's going to be a service ace for Mara Nelson, and it's 15-12. The serve received, got into the second hitter, but unable to do anything with it. Mara Nelson shorter serve that time. That's going to be a service ace. Back-to-back aces, and it's now 15-13. So it looked like the Bearcats were in control, and just like that, the Cardinals trailed by just 2, and that one hit into the net. Service error for Mara Nelson, and the Cardinals will go side out of the service error back to the Bearcats with a 3-point lead at 16-13. Macy Quilvang will serve for the Bearcats. Middle of the floor, played by Coots. Jarrett will track it down and back to Tater Coots behind the 10-foot line. Quilvang will pass it to Crum. Now the set will go to Halverson, and that one's good. Peterson unable to get to it in the back row. Peyton Halverson with her first kill of the set. Bearcats lead 17-13. And Quilvang will go middle of the floor, played by Coots, and now to go back to Coots, and she'll push it over from behind the 10-foot line. Back up front, dumped over by Faith Crum. Jarrett will play it. Now Gracie Page, and this will be bumped over by Peterson. Back to the Bearcats, and they'll get it up front, and the Cardinals are going to block that one down, and Kari Hochhalter will get the point, and it's 17-14. Cardinals hanging around here in the fourth set, and Hochhalter will go to the service line. Serve over, and it's played by Quilvang, and then Faith Crum will get to it, and it's dumped over, and it's wide here on the near side. Point will go to the Cardinals, and it's 17-15. And Hochhalter will fire it up again, and that's going to be a service ace for Hochhalter, and it's now 17-16 here in the fourth set. And a timeout going to be taken by the North Star 2-1. North Star up 17-16 here in the fourth set. And Kari Hochhalter will serve out of the timeout. It'll go back row, played by Halverson. Here's Faith Crum backsetting it in the middle of the floor, and a kill shot good for Steph Miller. Steph Miller's first kill of the set, and the Bearcats lead 18-16. And Peyton Halverson will serve for the Bearcats, leading by 2, late set 4. Serve will float to the back row, played by Coots, and now Page tracks it down, pushed over by Mara Nelson. Quilvang will pass this to Faith Crum, set on the outside to Gabby Miller, and she hit it into the net, and it's 18-17. Big thank yous going out to Bassett Motors of Carrington, along with Super Value Foods of Carrington and the Bickett Insurance of Carrington. Serving is Gracie Page, middle of the floor, played by Halverson. On the outside, this is Gabby Miller off the tip. Cardinals keep it alive. They'll go to Tater Cooch, just tips it middle of the floor, played by Faith Crum. Now Steph Miller will set it middle of the floor for Hushley. She tipped it over, played by Gracie Page. Jarrett now setting it on the outside for Coots off the block, played by Quilvang. Faith Crum will set this on the outside to Gabby Miller. She just tipped it over, but she hit it into the net. Stayed on the net court and back to the North Star side, and we are tied at 18 in set 4. We'll see if Gracie Page can fire up that left-handed serve. And off the net court, played by Quilvang, and now Faith Crum will get it up to the net, and the Bearcats unable to play it as Carmen Peterson tips it back down, and it's 19-18 Carrington here in the fourth set. Big thank you to Dakota Central Telecommunications of both Carrington and Jamestown. Gracie Page serving, covered by Halverson. Faith Crum will set this on the outside for Steph Miller off the block. Cardinals will play it. Jarrett will set this one to Tater Coots. Kill shot off the block, and a kill for Tater Coots, and the Cardinals now lead 20-18. Late here in the fourth set. Big thank you to Leading Edge Equipment of Carrington, Devils Lake, Michigan, and Hamden, and also to Bank Forward of Carrington. Served by Gracie Page, played by Halverson. Now it'll go back on the outside to Quilvang. That'll be played by Mara Nelson. And now it'll go on the outside and played over by Tater Coots. Gabby Miller plays it. Faith Crum will set it to Steph Miller, and then the Bearcats unable to play it back over, and it's 21-18. Cardinals lead by 3 late in the fourth set. Gracie Page serving. This will go back row, played by Halverson. Now Faith Crum will get it to Quilvang in the back row, played by Nelson, kept alive by the Cardinals, dumped over by Jarrett, played by Quilvang, up to Faith Crum. She'll set it on the outside for Gabby Miller. Kill shot blocked. Nice dig and kept alive by the Cardinals, dumped over by Peterson. Quilvang will go to Faith Crum, and now the Bearcats have to free ball it to the Cardinals. Pass will go to Jarrett. Set will go on the outside for Tater Coots. Kill shot good. And the Cardinals lead 22-18 in the fourth. Cardinals trying to force a fifth and final set here from Candu tonight. And Gracie Page will serve. Insurance of Carrington and Rockford. Chris Beekler, your agent. Gracie Page will serve out of the timeout. Back row played by Halverson. And she misplayed it, and that's going to be played back over on the third hit. Good recovery by the Bearcats. Here's Tater Coots. Down the far side, played by Quilvang. Faith Crum will get it up front. Pushed over by Hushley. Played by Mara Nelson. Abigail Jarrett setting on the outside for Tater Coots. Back row. Nice dig there by Peyton Halverson. Back to the Bearcats. Gabby Miller. Kill shot good. Big hit there on the outside by Gabby Miller. That is her third kill of the set. Big point for the Bearcats. They're back within 3 at 22-19. Serving will be Steph Miller for the Bearcats, trailing by 3 late set 4. Middle of the floor, played by Coots. Jarrett will go back to Oakhalter back row. She'll hit it to Quilvang. Pops it straight up in the back row. Now up front it'll go and pushed over by Hushley. Pass will go to Jarrett. Jarrett will set this to Peterson. Kill shot. Nice dig in the back row by Miller. Pushed over by the Bearcats. Kept alive by Jarrett. Up front, here's Peterson. Tips it middle of the floor. Kill shot good, and the Cardinals lead 23-19. Cardinals trying to force this fifth set here tonight in Candu. Tater Coots will serve. Late set 4, Carrington 23-19. It'll go to the back row. Halverson will pass it to Crum. And this will be pushed over by Quilvang, played by Larson. Jarrett will set this one. Mara Nelson. Kill shot good, and the Cardinals have set point. Big hit on the outside from Mara Nelson. Cardinals set point. 24-19 in the fourth set. Tater Coots will serve for set 4, leading by 5. It'll go middle of the floor, played by Halverson. Here's Faith Crum setting for Gabby Miller. Cardinals will block it. Gabby Miller plays it to Quilvang, pushes it over. Back up front, Jarrett will set this one for Peterson. Kill shot block, kept alive by Nelson. Cardinals back with it. It'll be tipped. No, it will not. Cardinals can't play it over. And it'll be a point for the Bearcats. It's 24-20. First set point held off by the Bearcats. And it's 24-20. Serving will be Taylor Crum. Floats it back row. Cardinals will get it to Jarrett, setting for Nelson. Kill shot cross court, played by Gabby Miller. Here's Steph Miller. Back to Gabby Miller, pushes it over to the Cardinals. Set or pass will go to Jarrett. Set will go on the outside. Nelson just pushes that one across to Gabby Miller. Faith Crum will go middle of the floor, pushed over by Quilvang. Back to the Cardinals. Jarrett with it, setting on the outside to Nelson, pushes it over to Steph Miller. Now the set will go to Quilvang up front. Kill shot good for Quilvang. Her fifth of the set, and the Bearcats hold off another set point. It's 24-21 in the fourth. And again, welcome back here to Candu out of the timeout, serving. Set point for the Cardinals, leading 24-21. Serve over by Taylor Crum. Cardinals cover. Set on the outside to Peterson off the block, and it's good, and that's going to do it. Set number 4. Carmen Peterson. Service line for Carrington. As they check out the alignment here, it looks like we're ready to go. As Taylor Coots going to get the first serve, and it's going to go middle of the floor, played by Steph Miller. Bearcats will go to Quilvang, and she has to push that over. Back up front, and Cardinals go on the outside to Mara Nelson with a hit, played by Halverson. Now it'll go up front, and the Bearcats had to dump it over. Nelson with it. Here's Jarrett. The set back to Mara Nelson. Hill shot cross court, played by Gabby Miller. Crum will go back to Gabby Miller on the outside, and the Cardinals block it down. And the Cardinals get the first point. Actually, I think that was hit into the net. Cardinals did not really react like they blocked it, and the Cardinals lead 1-0. Coots will serve. Back row, Halverson will pass it to Faith Crum. They'll go to Quilvang on the back row, and the Cardinals unable to get to it, and Macy Quilvang with another big kill here tonight for the Bearcats. 29 kills now tonight for Quilvang, and it's tied at 1-1. Taylor Crum to serve, back row, played by Hochhalter. Jarrett will get this one on the outside for Mara Nelson. Kill shot, nice dig there by Taylor Crum. Faith Crum will get it to Quilvang. Kill shot good for Macy Quilvang. And her 30th kill of the night, and the Bearcats lead 2-1 here in the fifth set. Serving again, Taylor Crum. Cardinals will cover, and now Abigail Jarrett tracks it down, and this is Kari Hochhalter, and she misfires, and it's 3-1. So the Bearcats off to a nice start in the fifth. And for Carrington or North Star, you cannot afford to get a bad start in this fifth set. Taylor Crum to serve, and the Cardinals still in the back row with it, and they'll dump it over on a hit from Larissa Larson. Steph Miller will pass it to Faith Crum. The set will go to Quilvang, and she hammers that one down on the cross-court hit. That's her 31st kill, and it's 4-1 North Star. And again, Taylor Crum, the 5'4" senior libero, to serve for the Bearcats. Back row played by Hochhalter. This is Taylor Coots getting it to Nelson, and she pushed that one over, and a good push kill for Mara Nelson, and a big point there for the Cardinals, who trail 4-2. For Mara Nelson, the first kill for Carrington in the fifth set. 10th on the night, and Carmen Peterson just fired it into net. Service here for the Cardinals, and it's now 5-2. Carrington 78 out of 87 coming into this set. That good for 90% right on the dot. Back row on the serve from Murchie. Cardinals will push it over on the hit from Hochhalter. Here's Faith Crum will get it to Quilvang. Kill shot blocked to the net. Cardinals keep it alive. Now they'll go back to Mara Nelson off the block, and a good kill for Mara Nelson, and the Cardinals trail 5-3 here in the fifth set. Cardinals were at 90% serving going into this fifth set. Bearcats 79 out of 86. That good for 92%. Serving is Abigail Jarrett, covered by the Bearcats. They'll go on the outside. Halverson, and she's blocked. Right back of the net. Hochhalter swats it down for the kill. And the Cardinals now trail 5-4 here in set 5. Back to Abigail Jarrett at the service line. This will be played by Steph Miller. Faith Crum tracks it down, and now Quilvang at the net. Kill shot good for Macy Quilvang. Her fourth. She's got all 4 of the Bearcat kills here in the fifth set, and the Bearcats lead 6-4. 32 kills as Faith Crum serves. Cardinals will get it middle of the floor. It'll be knocked over by Hochhalter. Pass will go to Steph Miller. Set on the outside for Halverson. Kill shot off the net. Cardinals, and that's going to be Quilvang, and Quilvang's going to win the battle of the net, and another kill for Macy, her 33rd of the night. And the Bearcats, more importantly, lead it 7-4. Serving is Faith Crum, the center. Over to the Taylor Coots. Here's Jarrett setting middle of the floor for Hochhalter. Kill shot good in the center of the floor for Kari Hochhalter. Her second of the set. Cardinals back within 2 at 7-5. 15 kills of the night for Kari Hochhalter. Mara Nelson serving. Back row Miller, and now it'll go to Quilvang on the outside. Nice dig by Mara Nelson. The set will go to Taylor Coots, and it's tipped to the net, played by Murchie. And now it'll be dumped over by Quilvang. Cardinals with it, Gracie Page. Here's Holkalter, middle of the floor, and it's hit. And just a little bit long in the back row. And a point will go to the Bearcats. It's 8-5. And that'll put Macy Quilvang at the service line. And it's played by Taylor Coots. Here's Jarrett setting it back to Coots on the outside. Off the block, kept alive by Quilvang. Now Faith Crum setting to Steph Miller, and that one's going to be hit into the net, they said, and a point for the Cardinals. It's 8-6. Cardinals hanging around here, trailing by 2. Late, well, we'll say middle of the 5th set. Again, they only go to 15. You must win by 2. Kari Holkalter to serve for the Cardinals. She'll go back row, played by Quilvang. Faith Crum will come here on the near side, and that one from Halverson, blocked by the Cardinals, now knocked over, played by Jarrett. Cardinals will bump it up in the air, and it'll be pushed over by Mara Nelson. Murchie will pass it to Faith Crum. Set will go on the outside, and the Bearcats miscommunicate right there and can't play it back over. The Cardinals trail 8-7. And Kari Holkalter will serve. Played by Quilvang and misplayed, and now dumped over. North Star did a nice job of recovering after the initial serve received. Here's Coots at the net, played back by the Bearcats. Faith Crum will set to Halverson on the outside, played by Mara Nelson on the nice dig. The set will go to Coots here on the near side, back corner, and that one's on the line, good for the Cardinals. Nice cross-court hit there by Taylor Coots, and we are tied at 8 apiece here in set number 5. And Holkalter will serve, tied at 8. It'll go to the back row, played by Quilvang up to Faith Crum. Set on the outside, goes to Hushley, and that's going to be a left call, then Hushley will get the kill. 9-8, Bearcats lead by 1 here in the 5th set. Peyton Halverson to serve for North Star. And Halverson, the junior outside hitter, will float that one over, played by Taylor Coots. Here's Jarrett, she'll set it back to Coots, middle of the floor. Kill shot off the tip, and a good kill. Taylor Coots, and the Cardinals have tied it at 9 in set 5. 14 kills for Taylor Coots, tied at 9 in the 5th set, and Gracie Page will serve for the Cardinals. And it'll go short, and a service ace for Gracie Page, and the Cardinals take the lead. 10-9 here in set number 5. And Gracie Page will serve it up once again. The Southpaw junior floats it deep in the back row, played by Quilvang. Faith Crum will send it on the outside for Gabby Miller. That one hit way long. Cardinals now lead 11-9 in the 5th set. Thought we might see a timeout, but nothing called yet. And Gracie Page will serve again. Carrington leading 11-9 in the 5th set. And that into the net service there, and it's 11-10. Page will check out. Larissa Larson in for the Cardinals, and serving for North Star will be Steph Miller. Late set 5, Cardinals up 11-10. Steph Miller to serve. Played by Nelson. Cardinals track it down, and this will be dumped over by Kari Holkalter. Quilvang will pass it to Faith Crum. The set will go up front for Hushley, blocked by the Cardinals, kept alive, and now Miller. And this will be pushed over by Halverson. Cardinals will play it. Here's Jarrett setting it to Taylor Coots on the outside. Kill shot, good. Cardinals lead 12-10 in the 5th. Heck of a match here tonight between the Bearcats and the Cardinals. We're in the 5th. Carrington leading 12-10. Taylor Coots will serve for Carrington. Back center of the floor, played by Halverson. Faith Crum will get this one to Quilvang, pushes it to the back row, and now the Cardinals will just have to dump it over. Jarrett gets to it, now it'll be pushed over by Peterson. Faith Crum will set this on the outside for Gabby Miller, and she hit it into the net. Carrington now leads 13-10 in the 5th. And back here to Candu High School out of the timeout. Taylor Coots serving for Carrington, up 13-10, played by Halverson. This set will go to Gabby Miller on the outside, blocked by the Cardinals, played by Quilvang. Now they'll go back to Quilvang behind the 10-foot line. Nice dig there by Holkalter. Cardinals on the outside to Mara Nelson. Cross-court back row played by Quilvang. Faith Crum will get it on the outside for Gabby Miller. Nice dig and return back by Holkalter. Played deep in the back row, and the Bearcats free ball it over to the Cardinals, and that one probably was long with the Cardinals playing. Pushed over by Larson. Played by Miller. Up front, Faith Crum. The set will go to Gabby Miller on the outside. Kill shot dug by the Cardinals. Coots will keep it alive, and this will be dumped over by Larissa Larson. Quilvang up to Faith Crum. set will go to Hushley. Kill shot is played back to the Bearcats. Pushed over to Holcalter. Here's Jarrett. Jarrett will set up middle of the floor for Peterson. It's blocked, kept alive by the Cardinals. Back on the outside, Mara Nelson. Kill shot off the block, kept alive. Faith Crumble sent it back to Gabby Miller. Pushed over. Cardinals can't get it. And Gabby Miller with the kill, and North Star trails 13-11. That a huge point there for North Star. Otherwise, they'd be down 14-10, but they cut it to 2 at 13-11. Taylor Crum will serve. Shorter serve off the net cord. Cardinals crank it down, pushed over by Nelson. Up front, this is Quillbang. Kill shot is going to be good for Quillbang, and it's now 13-12. North Star within one Cardinal timeout. And welcome back here to Cando High School out of the timeout. Serving 13-12 Carrington lead is Taylor Crum. Cardinals will cover it. They'll send it on the outside for Mara Nelson. Kill shot is long, and a point will go to the Bearcats. We are tied at 13 here in set number 5. And it'll be Taylor Crum to serve for the Bearcats, tied at 13. Floats it deep in the back row. Coots will pass it to Jarrett. This will go to Mara Nelson. This will be pushed to the back row, played by Crum. Now Faith Crum up front for Quillbang. Kill shot blocked, kept alive by the Cardinals. Jarrett with it, and this will go back to Taylor Coots, and she'll go middle of the floor, played by Gabby Miller. Faith Crum will set it for Quillbang up front. Kill shot tipped again. Cardinals keep it alive. Jarrett will get it on the outside. This one tipped over by Mara Nelson. Faith Crum will go up front again to Quillbang, and she pushes it back row, and the Cardinals unable to get it back over, and now it is match point for North Star at 14-13. 36 points the way this one's went tonight. Here is match point. Serving is Taylor Crum. Cardinals will play it. Here's Abigail Jarrett. She'll back set it to Carmen Peterson. Goes back row, played by Taylor Crum. Now it'll go up front for Quillbang. Kill shot blocked, and stuff blocked down, and we're going to have extra points in the 5th set. Carmen Peterson with a block up front against Quillbang, and we are tied at 14 in the 5th set. And Carmen Peterson will serve for the Cardinals. It'll go to the far side, played by Halverson. Faith Crum will go on the outside. Quillbang will push it back row, played by Coots. Now Jarrett will get it on the outside for Mara Nelson. Played in the back row by Taylor Crum. Now up front, Quillbang, and Quillbang tips it down for another kill. Her 36th of the night, and it's match point again for North Star at 15-14. Kristen Murchie will serve for the match, leading 15-14 here in the 5th. Shorter serve played by the Cardinals. They track it down, and now it'll be pushed over by Mara Nelson. Crum will pass it to Crum. Crum will set it for Quillbang. Kill shot, that's going to do it. North Star's going to win it 16-14 here tonight on a Macy